So
Word
on
of
the
mouth.
opposite end, we have the word of mouth agents.
Yeah. Yes.
Talk to us about the word of mouth agent.
Yep. Kind of opposite of the social media agent. They attend every happy hour. They're handing out business cards to everybody. They're high fiving. They're kissing babies, and they're making connections everywhere. Or connections sometimes everywhere. And the strengths are that they're meeting a lot of people. Meeting a lot of people. The challenge is, and again, I see this type of person often. The challenge is that they fail to follow up. They go, they have a glass of wine with somebody, they're high fiving. Oh my God, our kids play baseball together, this and that, blah, blah, blah. Oh my God, this person I met they're going to sell their house next summer. And I live down the street from them. They're going to use me. They have my business card, but then
next
there's no
summer comes.
follow up.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a little bit of the side hustle agent. And there's a little bit, it's like, they don't have any systems in place. They think that because and again, I'm not disparaging this type of person because there's a little bit of this person in all of us. I know there's
Absolutely.
me, but you kind of feel, and then 5 months later on Facebook or Instagram, you see that person, the person down the street that you met that you had a glass of wine with, they're holding keys to a new house and they're with a realtor. It's not you,
Right.
because
Things. Yeah.
you're not as interesting as you think you are. So when you meet someone and you make a good impression, that person doesn't have your business card pinned to their fridge for 6 months.
No.
You have just barely broken the ice and they've allowed you, they said, hey, that guy Marco or that guy Chris or that guy Nick or that guy Jason was kind of cool. They're a realtor and they're primed for a couple days or a week, and then you kind of fall off the radar if you aren't keeping in contact. And I won't get into all the different systems and stuff, but there's some basic, easy things and strategies to stay in someone's orbit.
Now,
stay
your
top of mind.
comment about being pinned to the refrigerator. Okay.
See that,
But
yeah,
I'm pinned to the refrigerator, but still, somebody in my neighborhood just put their house up on the market for 1.3 million. It's not worth 1.3 million. I don't know what dope the agent was smoking. But even with this, you still have to play the follow-up game. You still have to be in their face. You still have to be relevant and doing things. Because when a neighbor told me, hey, such and such is going to thinking about putting their house up. So I went and knocked on their door. They didn't answer. I put one of my real estate guy bags on it with a nice little letter saying, hey, I know you know me because of the magnets, right? Love to have an opportunity to sit down and talk with you. A little bird told me that you're thinking about moving. It just so happens that's the same house that an agent had texted me probably 3 weeks ago. Hey, I'm going to be listing a house in your neighborhood just down the street, or I'm listing a house just down the street from your listing at Via de Palmas. I'd love to pick your brain. My response was, what neighbor's listing a house without me? She replied back saying, best response ever. I said, well, that's the only response you're getting. I'm not going to help you, give you insight into this neighborhood. And she literally, the house is overpriced by at least $400,000. It's a 2,500 square foot house on an acre, no horse setup at all, with a pool built in 1994. It's nice. It's inside. It has kind of the feel like it needs to have in 2022-ish. But you have other 2,500 square foot houses that sold for far less.